Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so this is your weekly update for July 29th through August the 2nd. This is generalized, so this is for anybody across the board. Okay, it does not matter what your sign is or where your placement of your sign is that you're intending on watching, for messages. It's, whatever comes out, comes out. So it's a random circumstance and situation that I will read on for this week, but we are going to start here with a message card. And as always, I will close out with a few of these. Okay, so let's see what the message is for this week. And it already has come out here. Grace and Antoinette. To help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Okay, so I'm not sure if this came out recently or not. I don't ever really remember, but I know this is really hard. Okay, like I understand that seeing another person's point of view that you are in either separation from or not communicating with, and trying to see eye to eye or trying to just understand why it is that they're acting the way they're acting, especially when nothing has happened, for you two to possibly say disconnect, or for, this can be anybody. It doesn't have to be relationship based. It could be a friendship. It could be a family member, anybody, so to speak, that you could have disconnected from, and you're not really understanding why, or there isn't clarity on why. This is just about seeing the other person's, you know, point of view with some compassion. There could be something going on in their life that you don't know about, and this could be the reason why they disconnected, just to kind of go and figure it out on their own, or they don't want to involve anybody else in their situation. There's so many, different possibilities as to why, but our initial reaction comes from a place of insecurity when these things happen. Did I do something? Am I not good enough? It always falls to a lower level of self, so to speak, sabotage, because they could literally just be going through something that they have not yet disclosed to you, or you may have some sort of, small amount of information on something they could be going through, and you don't know the full extent of it. So there's this sense of wanting to push for the other person to communicate, or, push against the other person as if, they're wrong or whatever. And it's almost in a sense like maybe just kind of back up a little bit and try to gain more of a positive point of view in the situation, and kind of just see it for maybe what it truly is. If nothing happened between the two of you, three of you, four of you, whatever, to cause this person to disconnect or go silent from you or a group of people specifically, chances are it has nothing to do with you, okay? But the initial thought is to beat up on yourself for it, or to become angry with the other person because they're not, verbalizing what's going on with them to you. So it's about compassion, okay? And I know it's really hard because it's like the first immediate thing you want to do, especially in a relationship when somebody just kind of disconnects from you and stops speaking to you, is to immediately want to prod them, contact them, kind of in a way that makes you look maybe kind of controlling or crazy, whatever you want to call it. That's okay. It's all right. It's learning, but it's like not jumping to that sort of conclusion, not pushing the other person to respond when they're not going to, okay? Or they're definitely not going to in the way that you wish they would, because that's seeking self-validation that you will never find in another person. You will never find validation in another person it's all about how you feel and think about yourself, okay? Seeing another person's side with compassion also will help you to understand, you know, that maybe when you're going through something and you disconnect yourself and other people are no longer pushing you, you know, where you could become sort of like back off, or, you know, maybe have said some things that you wish you didn't say when somebody was trying to prod you. Maybe you will be more compassionate then also if another person would be pushing towards you, where you would be able to see, like, maybe I should give them a little bit more of an understanding as to why I've disconnected, or let them know, hey, this has absolutely nothing to do with you. I'm going through something. You know, I will reconnect with you, just not now. You know, and if the person continues to push on, when, kind of like think back and put yourself in a position of when that happened to you before and be like, you know, time is irrelevant here. It's the situation and I have to deal with it. Okay? So there's your message. So let's get into this here. Okay, like I said, it does not matter what your sign is. It does not matter what sign you're looking into right now, placement wise or anything like that. It is a circumstance and situation. I'll pull as many circumstances and situations as I possibly can out of this. And, you know, I always say take with you what you understand and throw the rest away, meaning that the storyline could be making sense to you, and then all of a sudden it doesn't make sense to you because there's a certain part of it that's not connecting with you. The message is still for you, okay? The storyline is still for you. There's just, like I call it, it's like additives. Like somebody else could be going through the same sort of like situation as you, except there's a twist to theirs, okay? And that twist isn't in your storyline. That's okay. Throw that part out. Okay. It's just putting the pieces to the puzzle together for yourself and kind of going from there, taking the messages that, you know, fit with you and what's going on with your life at this present moment. Another thing is that when I do these, my intention is right now, meaning present moment, not in my time, space, reality, but in yours watching this, okay? It's going to be different for everybody, you know, getting a little bit into a quantum physics type of thing here, but it's okay. I'm recording this, and by the time it's uploaded and out there for your viewing, it will make sense to you at that time, okay? Everybody's timeline's different also. Keep that in mind, okay? So, let's see what's going on here. Oh, I didn't show you, but these are your cards, okay? I shuffle them until the first one comes out, and that's what starts the storyline. Again, I will pull as many circumstances and situations as I possibly can out of this to, you know, reach more people here, but okay. Five of Clubs, Queen of Clubs. This is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Again, any sign, but there is a fire sign here. If it's not a fire sign, this could be a co-worker, and this also could be descriptive of somebody who works, you know, in some sort of business, possibly for themselves, okay? Nine of Clubs, Nine of Spade, Three of Clubs, Two of Spade, Joker in the reverse. Joker in the reverse, this is the sign of Gemini, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be, again, signs are relevant here, but this is a starting point. It's in the reverse, which means it has not yet started yet, okay? The Joker is, you know, the 0 point card. You know, there is no end, there is no beginning, but this indicates a new beginning, but it's kind of like working itself towards that, okay? So something has been going on here to put it into this position. Does not mean that it does not come back into the upright, because it always does, but whatever this is that's going on right now is with reason, okay? Always, everything. Five of Spade, the Jack of Diamonds, which is Apollo, the bringer of light. This is, you know, your higher self, so to speak, your consciousness, your intuition, you know, guidance. This also is shedding light, okay? So there's light being shed on something here. Seven of Clubs, Ace of Hearts. It is in the reverse. That is okay. But this is a home card. This also, is, a soulmate card, a relationship card, but it's in the reverse. Okay, so it could be a relationship that is not in connection right now, but this also could be referencing to an unsettled home environment situation or something in relation to that. Four of Spade and the King of Clubs. We have another fire sign here. It is descriptive as what I stated before, okay? But we have heavy fire energy here, so this could be dealing with some fire signs, okay? But again, it's for anybody, okay? So don't just like run off because there's fire and you're like, screw this, like I'm not a fire sign or I'm not dealing with fire sign. Either way, it doesn't matter, okay? But this could be surrounding work, what someone does for work. This could also be you dealing with co-workers, okay? So what it's looking like here is somebody is definitely feeling some sort of way here. Somebody could be just feeling sick and tired of a situation, okay? What I can tell you here is with these double nines on top of each other here, is that this is a completion stage, okay? Nines indicate an ending, a completion, okay? It's not yet completed, but it's moving into completion. The Joker in the reverse, okay, with the Five of Spade is indicating feeling either, like a sense of loneliness, a sense of being cut off from somebody, especially with the Two of Spades right next to it. That's a separation. Somebody is deep in thought about a separation or about a choice, but this choice would involve possibly needing to cut someone out of our life, and or somebody has already made this choice, okay? And because they made this choice and the action that they took in making this choice, they are now deep in thought about a situation because they could have caused some negative action and change in the social standing between this other person. It's unsettled, that's for sure, okay? And there could have been some steps that somebody took here without the use of common sense and good judgment, and they could have cut someone out of their life, and they could almost in a sense be in a position now where because they did that, or whoever did this, is almost in a sense worried about the truth or the light being shed on this situation, because it's like what it looks like here is that this is coming to a close, but when it does, it shows how somebody could have been stabbed in the back here, and this change, this action that took place towards this other person and how they're feeling and how they've been feeling, because it's almost like a self sort of like confinement, like prison, but it's emotional. But what happens is that they made the best out of the situation as they possibly could as it went on here. But then what comes out is that whoever this other person is that caused this it shows the harm. The choice they made was not made with common sense. It was not made with good judgment. They could be sticking themselves in a situation right now. Also, if this did not unfold yet, it's like you're making the best out of a difficult situation, but you feel like you can't breathe, you can't move, and you're wanting some sort of action. You're wanting some sort of change to happen because you're perfectly honest with you, you're just sick and tired of the situation. And the harm that somebody could have caused you in this is now showing that this harm now causes harm to their own self. Reason being is because they didn't use common sense, they didn't use good judgment, they lied and they deceived. They definitely stabbed someone in the back here. They cut someone out of their life. But the separation that they caused, you know, caused a lot of pain, loneliness, depression, things of that nature. Or somebody could be keeping themselves stuck in a situation where harm is being caused to them. But now this person is causing harm to none other than themselves based off of this. And something that now has been evaluated is going to have action taken on it. And it shows that there's going to be some light here shed. Joker in the reverse again, landed on top of the Two of Spades. This again is that starting point, but somebody could be in separation here, and this is why they're feeling like so like because you leave the board here with the Four of Spades. That is the sense of feeling fenced in, sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. The unhealthy situation, you know, regardless of what it is, whether it's a relationship, is showing it could be a relationship. It is also showing that it could be like a friendship where someone stabs someone in the back. It's also looking like it could be a home environment situation where somebody is just feeling sick and tired of something and wanting it to end, but somebody who they could be in separation with could be caused because of another person. It's also showing that there's somebody that could be lying, okay, about a situation or lied about a situation and their placement in it and what they did. This cycle is coming to an end, okay, I can tell you that, because the light gets shed here. But it's like it has to, because it's like somebody cannot move forward until it does. But somebody's causing harm to another person or caused harm to another person in this situation. And it's now coming back around because that harm that you caused to another person is now going to cause harm, you know, to you, whoever you are, you know, or whoever you are watching this and you had harm caused to you. It now comes back around because you can't move forward until there's a resolution, correct? Okay? This literally means an ending to no return, a cycle being completed, and it does not repeat itself, okay? And the Four of Hearts indicates something being reconciled in the physical aspect, okay? It could be a reconciliation between you and a relationship, a home environment situation coming into reconciliation, okay? Or something that involves happiness, you know, after a time of this feeling of being stuck, and I can't make it up, guys. You're watching. Here it is. There's now a healing phase. Healing, steady improvements, happy surprises, okay? There is some sort of reconcile and healing, okay? But it does not come without a need for this to happen. The reason I say need is because whomever is wanting to take action, wanting to change, wanting this change, right, is feeling like this. And they're feeling like this on their path okay, with that Nine of Clubs. That's your path, you know, but you're stuck because of somebody who has caused harm to you, right? Causing you to feel stuck, causing you to feel like you have this like upside down heart. It's like, I want to move forward, but I can't, because this situation needs to end. And until it ends, I sit here like this. Understood, okay? I feel that, this is like a situation that causes restriction. It causes ins and outs of unbalanced energy, good days, bad days. Because this situation is not completed until it's completely gone and over with, done with. It doesn't repeat itself. This will not repeat, okay? It's like, this won't repeat itself again. This situation isn't something that is stuck in a cycle of over and over again happening. This is like an unfolding of an unscrupulous sort of like situation where there is no resolve until it ends completely, to be able to move forward to that starting point of new, right? And this is where there is healing. There is the reconciliation. This is a solid sort of like ground here. Can't make it up. The Four of Diamonds indicates, financial stability, security here, okay? The Ten of Diamonds indicates freedom, financial freedom, freedom from financial worry, okay? And communication in order to resolve problems here. This communication could be through media, like internet, email, some sort of communication in that manner, okay? And when it comes to a relationship here in regards to some sort of communication, there could be a lot of like nervous energy, fickleness, changeability, lack of focus, when it comes to wanting to reconcile and heal a situation between two people. But there's been a circumstance in a situation that has been in between, and it is causing somebody to feel stuck, like, I can't get out of this. But you can. You just need to, if you have the choice to leave a situation that does not feel good to you, okay, this type of situation won't resolve itself until you actually start to take the action, okay? No longer allowing another person to control you. Now, if you're dealing with a situation where there's a resolution that's outside of your control, this is also indicating that that resolution is coming to a close, okay? Because it is known that you can't move forward until there's a resolution, okay? So resolution is on its way. It's just not exactly here yet because of the layers, but those layers are being removed, okay? Now we're going to jump into these, and then we are going to close out. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, okay? This is also, pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to the signs, regardless of what those signs are. Signs resonate with you. You notice them. You understand them. Pay attention to them. You also receive warning signs. What are those? Well, they're signs that indicate that your intuition would in fact be correct if you feel that something is not right, if you feel like something is wrong, okay? You will receive signs that indicate you would in fact be correct. And then it's about following your intuition in order to reach a resolve, okay? No crap. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. If you were in a situation that you know is not right for you, At the bottom of the deck, you have codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. If you are in a situation that is a codependent one, it is not a healthy one, and you have all the signs there, somebody could, just whatever. It can be any sort of abuse, so to speak, okay? Um, and you don't feel right about the situation, then you're needing to free yourself from the situation. If you know that you are stuck in a codependent sort of situation here, okay, pay attention, intuition, pay attention to everything, okay? You always have the answers, are always directly right in front of you. You just have to listen to your inner self, okay? When you don't feel good, that's your body's way of telling you that something's wrong, right? And you go seeking to feel better physically. So why don't we do that more consciously? Why don't we do that more, emotionally? You know, same thing, but you're taught to discredit that, right? Your emotions cloud your judgment, right? So in order for you to see clearly and think clearly, pay attention to your feelings. Don't allow them to cloud your judgment, meaning allowing your anger to rise over and not, thinking and seeing clearly, but following your intuition. Got that gut feeling? I shouldn't go down that dark alley in the middle of the night. Something doesn't feel right. Are you going to follow the alley to later on realize that your gut was like, get out of there, there's nothing good down there for you? Or are you going to just be like, I'll just go anyway, and then later on be like, yeah, my gut was like no, and I went against it? How many times does that happen? It's just, a hypothetical situation, minus the alleyway. I'm just saying, like driving your car, gut said go the other way, and then you get stuck behind a parade. Should have went the other way, but your mind was like, no, we're not going to think about this logically. We're not going to think about our gut feeling logically. We're just going to completely discredit, because I already had myself in the mind processed, this is the way we're going. Then your gut was trying to guide you into the opposite direction to save yourself 45 minutes of being stuck behind a parade. Get it? Okay? So this was your weekly update for July 29th through August the 2nd. If you need me, go to the Dropbox below and send me a direct email, especially for the phone chats. If you would like a different type of service other than the phone chat, go to my website and submit a web form, and I will get back to you as soon as possible, and we can, set up everything, and or I will confirm your order submission through the website on delivery. Okay? And as always, I love you guys. Bye.